Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Choda with Ignition Time, and in this video I'll give you the latest status of the skinny bill, the targeted bill that's going to be introduced by Republicans this week. In fact, this news just came in. The Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell just made an announcement, and I'll give you that announcement in detail. In fact, let's pull it up on the screen here. This is an announcement, an official announcement from Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. I'm going to break down this announcement. I'm going to give you the bottom line, and I'll tell you what to expect this week. So make sure you watch the entire video. Please share this video with friends and family members, and please also consider subscribing. Please enable notifications so you get instant updates from us going forward. Also, I want you to comment below and let me know what you think of this bill and the comments from the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Now, before I jump in, let me tell you that my goal at Ignition Time is to present you with both sides. When I cover what Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says, everyone's like, oh, I'm a Republican. And then when I cover what House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says, everyone says, oh, I'm a Democrat. For me, it's not about red or blue. It's about the red, white, and blue. I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. I'm American. So feel free to understand both positions and come to your own conclusion. My goal is to present you with both sides, and I always will. So let's jump into the words of the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, and you'll see this announcement on your screen. This is what the Senate Majority Leader said. He said, Senate Republicans have been trying for months to deliver more bipartisan relief to the American people. In July, we proposed another sweeping package totaling more than $1 trillion. Speaker Pelosi and Leader Schumer said no. In August, we proposed narrowing discussions to the most urgent and bipartisan subjects. They blocked that too. Speaker Pelosi and Leader Schumer said a targeted deal on jobless benefits and the Paycheck Protection Program would be piecemeal. But then Speaker Pelosi came rushing back to pass the most piecemeal bill imaginable. Postal Service legislation that completely ignored the health, economic, and education crisis facing families. Now, the Democrats would argue that the Republicans ignored the HEROES bill that was passed several months ago back in May. So again, there are two sides to every story. I want you as a viewer or a subscriber to come to your own decision, to come to your own conclusion based on the information you get from both sides. He continued, everything Speaker Pelosi and Leader Schumer have done suggests one simple motivation. They do not want American families to see any more bipartisan aid before the polls close on President Trump's re-election. Wow. Okay. They have taken Americans' health, jobs, and schools hostage for perceived partisan gain. So, this is the status of the discussions right now between the two sides. Today, the Senate Republican majority is introducing a new targeted proposal focused on some of the very most urgent healthcare, education, and economic issues. It does not contain every idea our party likes. I'm confident Democrats will feel the same. Now, by the way, the White House Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, has been speaking with Democrats to get Democrats to support this. So they're sort of chipping away at the other side and hoping that they get enough support to pass it. But keep in mind that for the Senate can pass whatever they like. But for a bill to become law, it needs to be debated by and voted on by both chambers, by the House as well as the Senate. So there is a likelihood that this could go nowhere. But you know what? A lot of surprising things have happened. Nothing surprises me anymore. And so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe this can go somewhere. I don't think the odds are very high at this moment in time. But again, this is an environment full of surprises. I would not dismiss anything. I personally pay attention to all the news and present it to my community, and you folks can decide for yourself, because I have a lot of faith and confidence in my viewers and subscribers that you can, know what's best. If there's one thing this experience has taught us, it's that our BS meter is very high. We understand BS when we see it. So it's up to you to decide what's BS and what's not. So he said that I'm confident Democrats will feel the same, yet Republicans believe the many serious differences between our two parties should not stand in the way of agreeing where we can agree and making law that helps our nation. Again, there needs to be consensus between the House and the Senate. The House is led by Democrats and the Senate has a Republican majority. I will be moving immediately today to set up a floor vote as soon as this week. Last month, more than 100 House Democrats publicly asked Speaker Pelosi to stop stonewalling and let them vote on targeted COVID-19 relief. She ignored them, just like her piecemeal postal legislation ignored American families. I will make sure every Senate Democrat who has said they'd like to reach an agreement gets the opportunity to walk the walk. So this is a showdown really between the Republicans and the Democrats, because the two sides are still pretty far apart. But I do feel that public pressure in the court of public opinion is starting to increase on both sides. By the way, if you want to make a difference, I did do another video where I gave you folks a letter, where I gave my viewers and subscribers a letter, so you can take that letter or a version of it, edit it, and send it to your local lawmaker. And I advised you how to get in touch with your local lawmaker as well. So that's how you can make your voice heard. And Senate Majority Leader ended the letter by saying working families must not suffer more than necessary because Democrat leaders think citizens' pain may help their political fortunes. Congress can, should, and must do more to help. The Senate will vote and the American people will be watching. So this is a week. This is a week where there will be a political showdown, and I think that this is going to be a very eventful week. Again, will this actually materialize into a bill that becomes law, that's signed by the president, that leads to more aid to the American people? We'll have to wait and see. But one thing's for sure, the pressure is increasing on both sides. The pressure is increasing on the Republicans to do something. The pressure is increasing on the Democrats to do something. Here's a tweet on your screen from Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, and he said that, again, he reiterated on Twitter, Senate Republicans have been trying for months to deliver more COVID-19 relief to American families. Speaker Pelosi and Leader Schumer have blocked us at every turn. Every action has suggested they simply do not want families to get any more bipartisan help before the election. You know, sometimes I ask myself, what if this was not an election year? What if, what if this was any other year other than an election year? Would we be in the state of gridlock that we are right now? So, I want you to comment. Go ahead and comment in the comment section below and let me know that had this not been an election year, would we have seen more partisanship would we have seen more bipartisanship, as opposed to this partisan divide? I'm keen to know what my viewers and what my subscribers think. In the next tweet on your screen, you'll see Senate Majority Leader saying, but Republicans are not done fighting for the American people. Today, our majority is introducing a targeted proposal for kids, jobs, and healthcare, which were the three pillars of the HEALS Act, which the Republicans had proposed, which essentially, led to a lot of bickering from both sides and a failure of stimulus negotiations. But kids, jobs, and healthcare have been the focus for the Republicans to help with many of our most urgent challenges. Again, you'll see the tweet on your screen from Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. No more obstruction behind closed doors. I think that's a very interesting line and a very interesting statement. No more obstruction behind closed doors. Every senator will be going on the record. The stakes are rising. The stakes are rising, Ignition Time community. And here's another tweet on your screen from Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Republicans and Democrats have big differences, but they should not stop us from agreeing where we can and making law to help Americans through this crisis. Working families cannot suffer more because Democrats think their pain helps them politically. The Senate is going to vote. Gosh, that is a showdown, isn't it? Now, keep in mind that the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, will be responding soon because, both sides essentially keep firing back at each other. And when the House Speaker responds, I will present it on our channel. We will always present both sides. This channel is not about the red or the blue. It's about the red, white, and blue. I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. I'm American. So I will present both sides and I will let you, my viewer and subscriber, come to your own conclusion about where you stand with all of this. And speaking of where you stand, let me give you a quick summary of where things stand with all of this back and forth. On your screen, you'll see a tweet from Jake Sherman over at Politico. Excellent reporter, excellent reporting. And Jake pretty much said, here's what you can expect in this bill as of now. Now, this was as of 9:30 a.m. East Coast time today. In this environment, pretty much everything changes and anything goes. But this is as of 9:30 a.m. today. We can expect an extension of the Paycheck Protection Program, enhanced unemployment benefit extension to the tune of right around $300. Now, in case you're thinking, oh, that's the same as the Lost Wages Assistance Program, it's not. The $300 federal benefit, if it actually gets passed by Congress, will flow through much faster, much more seamlessly, will extend for a longer period of time, as opposed to the patchwork Lost Wages Assistance Program, which is having a lot of problems because it's a completely different program, which has separate requirements. There's a $100 minimum. There are more certification requirements. There are potential work search requirements. All are state specific, and the money is not going to last very long. In fact, states were only guaranteed funding for 3 weeks, after which they would have to apply week by week. Now, this is completely different from a federal unemployment benefit extension, which, if it's passed by Congress and the House and gets signed into law by the president, will replace the Lost Wages Assistance Program. So let's just be clear about that. So, the two are not the same. Even if the amount is the same, we're talking about a more seamless, relatively quick, hassle-free smoother delivery of benefits as opposed to the $300 lost wages assistance program, which is something, but it's got a lot of problems. And I've done many videos on our channel talking to our viewers and subscribers about that. So the two are not the same, even if the amount is the same. $300 that comes to you today is much more important than $300 for a short period of time, for a few weeks, that then starts coming to you 3 weeks from now, or a month from now, 2 months from now. You understand what I mean? We need money to pay our bills today. I know my viewers and subscribers need quick cash now. We need cash in the bank now because we have bills to pay. We have to make rent. We have to keep the lights on. We have to put food on the table. Jake Sherman also said that this would include money for daycare and schools. And we can expect that this week. And the White House has talked about being open to a $1.3 trillion bill. And it seems like there's some indication they could go even higher. So you can see that the Republicans are trying to do more, and the president is trying to, do more, and they're essentially moving closer to the Democrats. But whether the Democrats agree to it, whether House Speaker Nancy Pelosi agrees to it, that is something we have to wait and see. Now, one final thing, one important tweet on your screen from Jake Sherman over at Politico. It's not clear whether the Republicans will have 51 Republican votes, GOP votes, but that's what the leadership is pushing for, because there's been a lack of coordination between the Republicans, because as many as 20 Republican senators have said they want no further stimulus relief. That's been one of the problems in this whole situation. The Democrats have stood firm with their position. The Republicans have had some internal divisions. But at the end of the day, for me personally, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which side you're on. What matters to me is that they come to a consensus and we have help for those who need it the most. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. And also please share this video with a friend or family member so they know exactly what to expect in the coming days, because this is going to be an eventful week. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda. I have the fortune, the honor, the privilege of living the American dream. Check out my introductory video. I am a beneficiary of American generosity. I believe I'm a symbol of American exceptionalism, and I can help you live your American dream. Make sure you click like, you subscribe, you enable notifications so you get instant updates from our channel going forward. Sometimes YouTube does not send out instant notifications, so make sure you bookmark our channel, youtube.com/ignition time. That's again youtube.com/ignition time, so that you can come to our homepage and you can check out our videos at your own convenience. Now, you can also follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. Make sure to follow us on Instagram. We do a lot of fun and interesting things on Instagram, specifically for our Instagram followers. Now, you can also get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000. That's 70000, and you can get added to our SMS list. You can also get added to our email list. Go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts. You can opt out of our SMS list or our email list at any time. Remember, we release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. So make sure you click like, you subscribe, you enable notifications. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Thanks.